Welcome back everybody, and today we're talking about how to get the most versatile piece of home gym equipment at an affordable price. Welcome back, and I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. I hope you got some nice new stuff for your own home gym at home. Let's rewind real quick back to 2020. Remember when all those gyms were shut down? People were trying to scurry around trying to get equipment for their house. Prices went through the roof. Demand was up. You could not find certain pieces of equipment. You couldn't find weight plates, you couldn't find benches, and you couldn't find kettlebells for a decent price online. Today we're going to talk about how to now get that most versatile piece of home gym equipment, which is the kettlebell. All you need is a small space in your house or in your living room to be able to get a workout in. You can swing these, you can lift these, you can do all kinds of things with kettlebells that works your whole body. And today we're just going to go over the quick differences in kettlebells, prices, and how to make sure that you're getting a good deal on them. First things first, we just got to talk about these are just regular home use kettlebells. Would they hold up in a commercial environment? Probably for a little while. They're not competition grade. They're not exactly matched to perfection by weight and manufacturer like some of the competition ones are. If you're looking for competition kettlebells, you're good with spending the money. You don't mind spending a lot of money on those kettlebells just because you are going to be using them in competition. So these do differ a little bit. You'll notice these handles are a little wider than the competition ones that you may find online. But we're going to talk about what you can expect to pay for them, what to look out for in build quality, and how you can acquire your own set of these for a decent price. Here we have 10 to 40 pounds. That's the mid-range of what I have. Differences in these, as you can tell, is the finishes. Some of these have a smooth enamel on the outside, some have a rough texture. I don't really ever notice any difference between switching to and from on these. That's why I don't really mind not having a matched set. You can always use a little chalk on your hands. That'll give you a little better grip once you're a little sweaty in the middle of your workout. But the big things are, if you're not concerned with that matched set or having all from one manufacturer, you can kind of pick and choose and price swap throughout the year and be able to find, what you think is a good deal. If you go on Rogue or Kettlebell King's website right now, you're going to pay $400 or $500 all the way up to $700 depending on which manufacturer you go to. And if you do the math with that, you're going to be looking at somewhere between $2 to $3 a pound for a kettlebell in the commercial realm right now. I'm here to show you that I did get some deals recently, especially over the holiday, on how and where to look for to get these kettlebells. Some of the smaller ones here I've had. My wife had this 10-pounder here from one of the classes she was doing at home a year ago. I believe same thing with the 15-pounder. These two right here, I needed to fill the gap with a 25-pounder and a 30-pounder. So recently, just on a search, because from time to time I just kind of search to see what the market's at, I was able to find these on Walmart.com. They're actually true grit kettlebells. Couldn't get them in the store for that price. I made that mistake of going there and thinking I could just pick them up and show them the price. They had to buy them from the website and ship them. They came within 3 to 4 days, came in boxes, brand new, not a scratch on them. And for a 25 and a 30-pounder, 55 pounds worth of weight, I paid just under $55. That actually came, I think, to $53 and change, or maybe $58 with shipping. So you're looking at just at about $1 a pound for 2 kettlebells. That's pretty phenomenal. And so far looking at them, they got flat bottoms on them, which is nice. They sit nice and firm on the ground. They're actually, if you had the whole set, they'd be color coded as well, so you can be able to tell if you remember, what size is what. If not, it says it right in the front. 25-pounder says it on one side. Good for me. And I also had this 35-pounder right here. That's why I needed to fill the gap, which I got from a buddy of mine. This is Power Systems. He just was kind of cleaning his house out and found a kettlebell. Sure, I'll take anything that's heavy for free. And then I needed something the next size up, 40-pounder. How I acquired this one was Facebook Marketplace. It's a great place to find budget-friendly home gym equipment. Half the stuff is barely used. A lot of people bought stuff in 2020 when the gyms were closed down, and now that the gyms are back up and running, or they just don't want to work out anymore, it's their loss, your gain, and you're able to pick some things up for a really great price. So this was actually a wholesaler who bought a whole bunch of gym equipment, and now he's closing one of his showrooms. Found it online. He had a whole stack of 40-pound kettlebells, and he was selling them for $1 a pound. So 40-pound kettlebell, cat barbell, this one was $40. He also had a 35 pounds there. Same thing. He was charging $1 a pound. I just didn't need it because I had one. So he was charging $35 for that. That's just like the bottom dollar price, I think, that I've found over the last year and a half, was if you can pay $1 a pound for kettlebells, just buy them. You'll make it, that's an investment right there. If you want to resell them down the road, you'll be able to make a little bit of profit on them. So this was the cat barbell that I got from there. Same thing, flat bottom, nice polished coating on the outside, nice powder coating. But again, a little bit of chalk in the hands. If this gets slippery, you'll be fine. If you look at the handles on these, that's another little bit of a difference, something you want to see. You notice this one right here has a nice wide top on it. Good and bad for some people. You just have to kind of judge with what you like. I really don't notice a difference much in the exercises that I do for the smaller but kind of narrower handles. But this is nice because you can fit the two hands in there when you're doing two-arm swings. These, if not, you kind of, depending on your hand size right here, if you have really big mitts, you might not be able to get your pinkies in there in too well. But paying top dollar for basically a cannonball with a handle, to me, is just insanity. Would it look nice to have, a matched set of, I don't want to say the names, but Rogue or Kettlebell Kings or competition kettlebells? Yeah, it would. But at the end of the day, can you lift it? Can you swing it? Can you throw it around? Is it going to, keep itself together without chipping or breaking? That's the name of the game. The only thing you got to look out for is look up reviews on any type of kettlebell that you might want to purchase, just to see. Some have a bad review because the weights really aren't close to what they actually say. I measured all these out on a scale before this. The only one that was really off, I believe, was the 15-pounder. I think this, and I don't even know if this doesn't even have a name, brand on it. This was off just over a pound. I think it was 1.2 pounds less than it stated. The rest were within 1 pound, being less on the actual weight for the scale that I used. Again, the deals are out there. If you're just looking to get some nice home gym equipment, even the bench that they're sitting on right here, I was able to get this adjustable Reebok bench. It's a step bench / incline bench. Maybe I'll do a review on that down the road. Same thing. It's I think it was $150 to $200 brand new online. Barely used, $50, Facebook Marketplace. If you're looking to acquire things or get things for your home gym, take to that. People are selling right now all kinds of stuff that they bought in 2020 when these gyms were shut down. I'm in the New York area. We had all our gyms shut down for a period of time. So people did buy a lot of stuff for home. So their loss is your gain. Get out there, do your research, just do a review. These are True Grit. That's the Walmart brand. Very solidly built. If you look at the handles right here, you can tell that they're forged in. They're not welded. There's no cracks or seams. A cheap kettlebell may have that handle welded on right here. And sometimes they'll break off. Those are the ones you see in the gym where, just see that lonely broken kettlebell holding the door open when you go into the gym. That's usually what happened with those. But all these seem pretty well built. They're all kind of forged in there together. I don't think I'll have a problem with any of these, especially not for that home use that I do right here. So again, I think the most versatile piece of gym equipment would be the kettlebell if you don't have a lot of space. So get out there, try and search around. Let me know down below about what you paid for your kettlebells and if you have any good leads on, what's on sale right now or where you can get the stuff. If you found any useful information in this, give this a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. I got a lot of new things recently in the last month or two for the strength training that I'm going to be doing through the winter time. So I'd like to just show you a few of those and where I got them from. So that's it. Most importantly, stay safe, stay healthy, have a happy new year, and just remember, balance that life 1 mile at a time.